Welcome to yet another episode of the We Global Employees Choice series, where we celebrate excellence in employee engagement and uncover the secrets of the extraordinary winners and champions who are redefining workplace engagement and setting new standards in their industries. Today we have with us Ms. Nidhi Nayyar, who is the CHRO of ProVal Technologies. Nidhi Nayyar is the seasoned HR professional who has been with ProVal Technologies since 2017. With the wealth of experience in human resource management, she has been instrumental in driving employee engagement and organizational development. Nidhi's strategic approach and dedication to fostering a positive environment has significantly contributed to companies' ability to attract and retain, develop top talent, ensuring the company's continued success in a competitive industry. First of all, I would like to congratulate you for this particular award, ma'am.
Thank you, Surya, and thank you for the kind words that you've just said. So, thank you. It was lovely to be a part of the ceremony that you had in Mumbai.
Your company won the We Global Employees Choice Workplace for the small category. What do you think you did differently to win this award?
Keep our employees first. So, we are truly employee-centric organization. So, we understand employees' necessities, what they want, apart from their core job. So everybody is doing their core jobs, right? In every organization, that KRA sheet is there. So
Mhm.
every employee is expected to do a certain level of activities and tasks. But what do they need out of the organization? And employers are very clear about this is what we expect out of you, but nobody's asked what is your expectation from the organization. We try to ask that from our employees. We try to give them the comfort and give them that flexibility so that they can maintain their work life balance. So I feel that we cater to their small needs and we cater to their comfort. I think this is something that I'm very proud of, and is something that keeps me going in ProVal Technologies.
How does it feel to be a We Global Employees Choice CHRO? And what initiatives do you think played a major role in your win?
Um, First of all, yeah, very excited to receive this honor and this award, and this is definitely appreciative. And it's not just one person's work, it's my team's work. The whole team of HR work towards how we can create a great ecosystem for our employees, how we can create a good culture wherein people are happy and proud to be a part of this organization. So I think some major aspects that we took care was one. Of course, we paid a great amount of attention, and we've had a great amount of efforts towards building a good culture for our organization. Okay, so we
Mhm.
feel that if you're spending about 9 hours in a work environment, that should you should feel good about it, right? So we
Right.
created a good environment for our employees, number one. Number two, we really worked towards their engagement, as to, we connected with them very frequently. We understood, we jotted down their issues, we worked upon them, we took actions. So we kind of mitigated those issues almost immediately, instantly. So people could feel that, yes, this company cares about me, or this
Right.
management cares about me, this HR cares about me. So and we try to be as approachable as we can. Our doors are always open. We tell our people that, you can ping us anytime. It's not just during this or this. We run 24 by 7. Our employees expect us to be there 24 by 7. Of course, they understand we can't be present in during the day or night, but
Right.
then they don't hesitate in reaching out to us even at 2 in the night, or just send us a message on the Teams and wait for our reply. As soon as we
Mm.
see that message, we reply to them. So we have made ourselves very approachable. People don't hesitate walking up to us or asking any kind of questions or even guidance for that matter. I think number three is that we have made ourselves to come to a point wherein we are not desperate in terms
Mhm.
of resources, in terms of hiring, in terms of we don't so there is a good amount of buffer when the
Mhm.
organization, when the department is not desperate, no, they give a good environment to the employees, that they can
Right.
also work at ease. They are also, we give that kind of flexibility. So I think two three things that we really did well in the last couple of years were these, and we changed our hiring strategy. So yeah, a lot of things, a lot of work that goes every day by my team. So
What are some key ways to drive a successful organizational culture?
execution and doing the right thing. Passion,
Mm.
execution, growth, and innovation. 4 points are towards their work, right? Doing
Right.
the right thing is the virtue that are very close to all of us. And it is passed down from our CEO. So Vikram's, this is like every time we have to take a decision, whether it is easy or tough. Every time we need to perform a particular task, we always see that what is the right thing to do here.
Mm.
So I think value system is very important for any DNA of any organization. If your value systems
Correct.
are in place, and if everybody is executing, it's not like you have that jotted in your company handbook, or it's on paper, but you're actually working on it every single day.
Right.
You're talking about it in every meeting. I think that is something that creates a great culture.
Right.
What then what you said, just a small feeling that you're being heard, just a
Yeah.
small feeling that you're being respected, just a small feeling that you're important, you're an important part of the team. So our recognition system is so great. We have a channel called recognition channel. Today, if anybody, so for example, if my colleague is doing a good job, I can just post on their recognition channel that, hey, kudos to this person, you're an achiever.
Mhm.
And this is published all across ProVal. So everybody is getting to know what a great thing or what a great job this person has done. And
Right.
everybody's celebrating that. So I think this makes a great culture wherein you're not just saying that we work as a family, we are acting as a family. So a
Right.
lot of times, I've seen memes also saying that, don't say we are family. But I'm sorry, I mean, if you're
Mhm.
actually acting or feeling like being a part of a family, then why not?
The unique strategies did your company follow to ensure retention and engagement of employees?
As ProVal, no, we keep doing a lot of good things. Okay,
Mhm.
when it talks about giving back to the society in terms of charity or in terms of donation, that's one thing. But I think what we realized was that we also have responsibility towards our youth, which are getting graduated not from top grade colleges, but from B tier cities, C tier cities,
Right.
and who've got immense potential, and you've got and they're very bright and very intelligent. What about
Right.
those people, right? Because everybody wants to hire like creme del creme people, right? So we decided to start with the IT musketeer program, wherein every year we take close to about 20-25 young fresh graduates from B tier or C tier cities or colleges, and we take them through 1 month of training. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's like a very basic infra level training. So our company is into IT infrastructure.
Yeah.
So we maintain and monitor servers, and we give them some basic level of training on servers, on various technologies, and then we conduct their assessments. While in this training, also we give them stipend,
Oh, that's great.
which is equivalent to the usual monthly salary that they would have gotten in case they are working on a payroll.
Right.
So they're getting stipend, they're learning.
Mm-hmm.
After the training, we conduct a post assessment, and people who are, there's a threshold. People who are clear, we absorb them, and we, uh, keep they place them in different teams.
Right.
So because we started investing in getting these graduates and freshers who are like very very enthused about building their careers most of the times, 80% of the times, yes, 20% they're just lost, but
Mm-hmm.
80% of the times they are very very enthused about creating their careers. So we started investing them than getting already experienced person. This is
Mm-hmm.
how we have started building that buffer. By the time
Mm-hmm.
they spend like 1 year, they are already at a particular level. And the cycle goes on and on. So this one thing is that we are doing the right thing by hiring all these smart, intelligent young people, and we're
Right.
giving them opportunity to work in an IT company, which they aspire to, and
Mm-hmm.
we give them a decent pay package. Number
Mm-hmm.
two, we are not, so if somebody at an experience level change thinks that he wants to move on to the next company, or he wants to change the technology that he's working on,
Right.
and which we can't offer, this person is ready to kind of do the job of the senior
Yeah.
guy.
Right.
So that is why I told you, right, that we are not a desperate organization, that if one person leaves now we have to make any desperate hire, or if we
Mm-hmm.
are not getting people, then all the pressure is going on to the existing lot.
Everyone. Yeah.
It's not like that. So this whole our retention policy, you said, right,
Yeah.
with this change, we were able to retain our resources, because a fresher who joins stays with the company for at least 1.5 2
Okay.
years,
Yes. Right. True,
right?
ma'am. Yeah.
So last year we had 8% attrition rate.
Mm. Okay. You
This
know,
year
yeah.
again we are maintaining that. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
of course, we have another 5 months left,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not expecting a lot of attrition.
Correct. Okay. That's good, ma'am. Yeah. And
And the
how do you,
engagement, right? You
yeah,
asked about the
engagement was
engagement.
right.
So I told you, right? So every quarter, every quarter we conduct a 101 connects with our employees. Okay. So we have a roster, we have to cover these many people every week, so we keep connecting with them. Our goal is that we have to connect with every employee at least twice a year, 101 connects. Number one, this. Number two, uh, every so whatever grievances that they have, we are able to
Mm-hmm.
hear that, and we are able to take necessary action timely.
Right.
So this is done. Secondly, every month there are two sessions. One is a very nice fun Friday kind of a session wherein they are playing something together remotely. Of course, we work remotely. We have
Mm.
a hybrid culture, working environment. So they are all over India, and they
Mm-hmm.
would just come on that fun Friday, meet, and our engagement person would be ready with some activities. They do that. Number two, they have every once a month they have a learning session as well, wherein
Okay.
we prepare on some kind of a soft skills topic. It could be time management, could be conflict, it could be communication, or whatever issue that we feel our teams are facing. We
Right.
focus, or we have that theme for the month. So that for supervisors, there's a different growth charter that we have. Then this is about the regular connects. Then we have biannual review meets
Mm-hmm.
with all the managers and supervisors. We have annual meets. So this is how throughout the year the employees engaged socially,
Mm-hmm.
then learning wise, and of course they're having fun, and in terms of feedbacks also it just keeps coming.
With more Gen Z, people who were born between 1995 and 2010, entering into the workforce, what are the critical changes your organization is bringing about?
We've already so
Mm-hmm.
all of our people are this age bracket except a very few vintage people in front of them like me or my colleague.
Mm-hmm.
So there are very few people who are not uh, who are born in 80s in
Mm-hmm.
our organization. So with Gen Z, they're very smart people. It's a very nice generation. They're very clear about what they want, and
Right.
they're not hesitant in saying that no, I don't like this or I like this, right?
Right.
In people who were born in 80s like us, we are very hesitant people. Our generation is nowhere as compared to the new generation. We
Mm-hmm.
used to hesitate in even saying that I think I want this, or I want this much of package, or I want this much of appraisal, or I don't like to do this, or I like to do this. No. When I started working, let me tell you, I was like, whatever is coming my way, I was willing to do it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I we had that mindset, but
Right.
today's generation it's so smart. I can't tell you, Surya. I love this generation because they're very clear about their goals, very
Right.
clear. So what we did was that we stopped saying that हमारे time पे ये होता था or we used to work
Mm-hmm.
like this. Number one, this is like a rule. We cannot say that we used to work like this, so you should also work like this. Number
Correct.
one, this we changed. Number two, what we changed was that we started a very consultative approach. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, there are different types of approaches, right? A selling approach, a consultative approach, a
Right.
more aggressive approach. So a consultative approach is when I have some proposition for you, and then I share my pros and cons
Mm-hmm.
of that, and then you share yours, and then we come to a mutual ground.
Mm-hmm.
This is still appreciated by Gen Zs, but not a telling approach. If I tell
Right.
them you gotta do this, they would say,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sorry, I don't see
Mm-hmm.
any logic. You first tell me
Yeah.
the logic, then think about it. So
Right.
this is how I think we just adopted consultative approach, and we gave them flexibility for sure. Like it's not like you can't take more than half an hour of break. The day I say that, they would just, they would just not get it. They would not relate
Yeah.
to it, right?
Right.
So, we started giving them flexibility of, this is what you're supposed to do. You do at your ease, at your time.
Correct.
And they understand their accountability. So, if people think that Gen Zs, they don't understand accountability or ownership, no, it's not like that.
Yeah.
If you
Mm-hmm.
give it to them, you leave it
Right.
up to them. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, nobody's saying we monitor how they're working in case we feel that they are going wrong some way. Again, then we have our consultative approach and we say that, this is what we think. You tell us, do you see
Mm-hmm.
any point in it or not? But if you just focus on the output that you're, looking for,
Mm-hmm.
they will really surprise you. So,
Right.
I think this is something that we changed as well.
How do you gather and incorporate employee feedback into your engagement strategies?
Okay, so like I told you that every year we have to touch base with all our employees at least twice a year. We do have a format. We do
Mm-hmm.
have a set, questions actually that we ask It revolves around the culture. It revolves around whether they are comfortable with the supervisors, how would like they would like to rate their supervisors, do they get enough feedback or not, are they do they feel appreciated or not, or are they clear about what they're supposed to do,
Yeah.
are they clear about their roles and responsibilities, like that. So we have like about 20 odd questions. So we have year on year data on
Mm-hmm.
this. Okay. Then when we when we finish with our connects with everybody, we then sit together and we jot down department wise
Mm-hmm.
feedbacks. And because of course the manager cannot know, for the manager it has to be anonymous, so we just jot down the issues and we share the issues, and then
Yeah.
we create an action plan as to how to mitigate those issues. Okay.
Okay.
This is one thing that we do. Then we conduct employee satisfaction survey twice a year,
Okay.
wherein this is completely anonymous. Even HR would not know who's written what. So
Okay.
that's twice a year employee satisfaction survey. And again, what we do is that once we get the survey, we take out what is the happiness percentage of our
Mm-hmm.
employees, or employee satisfaction percentage. What's the
Yeah.
ESAT score, in other words? And again, there are about 10 odd questions. Wherever we feel that they have scored, average score is less, we try to understand what the problem is, and we create our action plans. Then very recently we've started a monthly pulse check. Okay.
Okay.
Which just has one question: how has been your work last month? And
Mm.
a smiley face, a sad face, or a moderate face. You just click there.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So all these things really help us, mitigate the issue there and then.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot, my employee would not tell me after
Mm-hmm.
6 months that I faced this issue 6 months ago,
Yeah.
right? Because it is so strong over the period of time. Our engagement has been so strong that we really address the issue there and then. So we have a mechanism. Of course, right now it is a combination of two things: Excel and forms.
Mm-hmm.
And so we compile data on these two platforms.
And moving on to the next question,
Yes.
what message would you like to give to young HR professionals?
Don't be scared of recruitments,
Mm-hmm.
because recruitment is a very, very important aspect of HR. Everybody
Correct.
wants to be the HR BP on day one. That's not how it works. It won't work that ways. Because why? Because if you don't understand the kind of people you want to hire for your organization, if you don't understand people in general, because when you
Yeah.
are interviewing, when you are into recruitment, you're interviewing, you're talking to so many potential candidates, right?
Correct.
You evolve as a person, you evolve as an HR person, because you know exactly what the people are looking for, how the people are, and then only you. So people is the first aspect of a human resource, right?
Correct.
So
Correct.
when you understand people, then only you will evolve in other departments
Mm-hmm.
also. So that's the only thing that I would want to say, that just don't be scared of recruitments. It's a very good thing, it's a very responsible um, area of HR, because it because that's like, it's up to you, that you're in getting a very
Mm-hmm.
potential pool of candidates for your organization,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right? So this is one. And I think that we should not be judgmental at all as an HR.
Correct.
So
Correct.
no personal biases and no personal preconceived notions.
What do you think about the initiatives and approaches of We Matter?
internally whatever we are doing is great, okay, but when company like We Matter comes into, and they are you are professional, right, in doing this, when you
Yeah.
come into picture and then you do your surveys, and the results
Mm-hmm.
that you create, I'm sure you follow some algorithm that you have,
Right.
right? One, it motivates and it encourages, companies or professionals like me, who's won in some category, and it's like an acknowledgement that yes, we are doing the right thing. Secondly, I think that if there are certain issues, I'm sure We Matter, a company like We Matter would can really help and be a consultant in solving those issues. So I
Mm-hmm.
think what you're doing is a great thing. You're getting a pulse of the industry, different industries, different stress sectors, and quantitatively you're trying to resolve
Right.
if any company is facing any issue. So I think this is great.
What are the three words that you would use to describe We Matter and its work?
Um, Amazing, quantitative, and unbiased.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. So that was all for the interview. Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. We really
Thank you,
appreciate that.
Surya.
Thank you, ma'am. It was lovely talking to you, and I hope we meet someday.
Absolutely, I would love to meet you. And thank you so much, Surya, for taking out time today and doing
No,
this.
no
Have a
problem, ma'am.
good day.
Have a good day.